With the way things has transpired in Nigeria, I want to make this clear. Nigeria will never work and can never work with the Igbo man involved in the entity of called Nigeria. Every evidence, every fact has revealed this. There's no way Nigeria can work with Igbo people in it. And let me say this. If you like one Nigeria, if you're a Yoruba man, if you're an Hausa man, if you're an Ijo man, if you're an Ishekiri man, wherever you come from in Nigeria, I want you to bear this behind your mind, or bear this in mind. No Igbo man hates you. No Igbo man or woman hates you. The only thing an Igbo man hates is the injustice being meted upon Igbo people in Nigeria. Another thing an Igbo man hates is marginalization of Igbo people in Nigeria. And one thing again an Igbo man hates is the inequality in the treatment of Igbo people in Nigeria. Now let me say this. Nigeria was formed to self-destruct. Whoever created Nigeria, Lugard and all his cohorts that created Nigeria, saw a time where Nigerians would be fighting each other. It has happened before in the genocide of Biafra 1967 and 1970. And that blood of Igbo people that was shed in Nigeria is still crying until today. There is nothing anybody can do to salvage Nigeria. There is nothing. Jesus Christ, Yeshua Mashiach, can never come down to salvage Nigeria. It is not possible. There is no technology, there is no economists, P2B, wherever. Nobody can salvage Nigeria. Nigeria is an awala. Nigeria, with Igbo people in it, is a deity that has drank blood. The only thing Yoruba, Hausa, and every other ethnic group should start doing from today you hear this video is start campaigning for Biafra nation to go. When Biafra leaves, Biafra is the problem of Nigeria. Igbo people is the problem of Nigeria. And in what context am I saying? I'm saying in the context that Igbo people has been killed, is still being killed, and being held against their wish in Nigeria. When you get married to a woman, or when a man and a woman has seen that their marriage cannot work, there is only one thing that is left: separation or divorce. If you continue to hold those people, you are holding both of them in bondage. One day, one will rise against the other one and kill that one for him to have peace. That America is coming into Nigeria. If Biafra had been let go since, maybe this wouldn't have happened. And let me tell you what will happen if America venture step their foot on Nigeria. Nigeria will be divided by force. And when Nigeria divides by force, it's going to cause chaos. So the best thing everybody should do, passionately ask President Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and set Biafra free in a referendum supervised by United Nations, or simply call Biafrans. We don't need the input of these current governors, parliament, wherever they be, House of Senators and rep members. We don't need their input when it comes to Biafra. Okay, we don't need their input. Doesn't matter when it comes to Biafra, because they don't believe in Biafra. It is the people of Igbo extraction or Igbo nation or former Eastern region that believes in Biafra, of which, if you conduct a referendum today, it will be 99.9% victory. So keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison, remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said if you don't allow Biafrans go, Somalia will be a paradise. It doesn't mean that we are going to go into, anybody's going to go into war with anybody. That is not a threat of war. What it means that Nigeria will continue to deteriorate. Nigeria will continue to have leaders that will take Nigeria from bad to worse until Nigeria collapses. So Igbo people being in Nigeria will never allow Nigeria to prosper. If you saw what happened in court today, you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speaking. You see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speaking, then you are short-sighted. The blood of over 4-something million people were speaking in that man alone. Let me repeat, the blood of 4-something million people were speaking through Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, crying out for vengeance. It is better today to divide Nigeria. If other people can stay if they want, but let the Biafrans go so that Nigeria can prosper. Start the campaign today for Biafra to exit peacefully. Biafra and Nigeria can become a good neighbor, trade neighbor, we share technology. But to remain as one, it's not going to happen. Go through all the social media handle, it appears every tribe in Nigeria is fighting against Igbos. And right now, we acknowledge Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Let the problem go so that you can enjoy your prosperity. This is my message today. And I want everybody who sees this message to share this message. If you are an Igbo man and you are playing neutrality on this case, when we are at the verge, see, whatever an Igbo man is suffering in Nigeria today is a child's play compared to what our own children will suffer if we not savage today. Our children are going to urinate on our grave and spit on our graves that we did nothing. Please continue to spread this gospel until it gets to the heart of those people who think that Nigeria can walk without the Igbos, because Nigeria cannot walk with the Igbos in Nigeria. All right? Biblically, when Jonah was in the ship, that ship was about to sink until Jonah was let go. Let the Igbos go. Nigeria will enjoy prosperity. I assure you that.
The Igbos have been marginalized. Look how come on, how do we explain this judgment after 10 years? How do we explain this? Well, I said they should be calm, but well, they are calm, but you are calm in the face of injustice, and it's going from generation to generation to generation. Abba, when are we going to correct this? When are we as a nation going to correct this? How can we be in sin and expect his grace to abound? A nation in sin and is expecting development, is expecting growth. You are telling a whole region, just stay calm, don't worry, stay calm. And now they've transferred the guy to Sokoto State. Abba, Igbo man, Igbo prisoner sent to Sokoto State. Is that, come on, how do we explain this? Kidnappers, bandits, you rehabilitate them, put some in our army, put some in a good position. But this guy, for 10 years, can't you say, oh, you've been here for 10 years, go out, go and see no more. So now you are, how do we explain jailing this guy for life? How? I don't know how to explain this.
I am not an Igbo man, so don't complicate me. All right, I'm asking, can't you allow Biafra to have their nation at this point of time? These are my very points. You may not say it. I'm a journalist, I'm a trained one. The question is this. You are kind of trying Nnamdi Kanu for terrorists, and the terrorists themselves have said that the government is part of it. And it's the government that are kind of trying Nnamdi Kanu. What is it for? How can people who are the main terrorists try or accusing somebody of terrorists? That this is the basis. If a brigadier general in this country can be kidnapped and of life completely, then what is the sin of the Igbo people? If they cannot be a president, since ages they are not able to smell the position of a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and they are human beings, they are partakers, they take tax, they do everything in this country. So why hold them? These are the questions. If they can go to Kebbi and go and do everything they like and kidnap 25 people and more, and of life the vice president, what more? What is it a nation of ours? When a nation like our own, people The terrorists are now said that Nigeria's government are part of them, and Nigerian people do not say anything. And now, how can a government they say they are terrorists now try Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist? So allow them to go. Share this country. Let's have a peace. Look at the young guy who stood up against what they call him, FCT minister, who destabilized the state and come to Abuja destabilizing it. Today is where the police officers are after him. What a nation we have. If people don't need Nigeria, just tell Nigerians, let us go, because we are not safe, we are not secure, we are in trouble, and nobody wants to say anything.
Know this and know this very well. I am not an Igbo man. I am not in any way related to Igbo. I'm a Yoruba man, whether you like it or not. Though they call me Omo Igbo, it's none of my business. I'm a Yoruba man from Ondo State, Ose local government, Ifon, the grandson of Aladejana, Omo Baba Ologun Ghana. Go and trace me with this to know my root. Igbos are not coward. Igbos are not coward. Igbos are not coward. They are not stupid. I am not representing Igbo here to tell you who Igbo is, but Igbos are more brutal, if they want to be, than that Boko Haram herdsmen. Name them if they want to be. Go and ask of Biafra war. You know wetin handcuff Igbo when you think say dem dey coward? Igbos are not good in building their businesses and houses in their own states. If Igbos were behaving like Hausa who just carry mat, sleep in front of your house for Yoruba state, till you go wake up one day, you don't run, come on, you not get anything to lose. Nigeria for not try Igbos. Now the property when Igbo they invest anywhere where they reach, now they tie their hand. Though Igbos are united, they have platform where they say that shall not do this, that shall not do that. Igbo would have been more brutal than that Boko Haram one that they fear. They have the heart more than Hausa people, but they are very quick in developing land when not concern them. Put all their billions in a stranger's land. The war when it happened to Biafra, they suppose get sense, but they not bring get sense. Today, Igbo cannot talk, not because they are coward, because their hands are chained. If Igbo not build Kano, build Lagos, build Abuja, fear for none let them sentence or even arrest Nnamdi in the first case, because Igbos can strike and Nigeria will go down. No Igbo want to strike because their houses, their property, they will use it against them, mostly in Lagos, Kano, Kaduna. We need to respect them, even though they are not striking because they are being handicapped. Now they handicap themselves. Anyway, that's why Nigeria still have little peace, because if Igbo say then they behave like Hausa, Igbos, you know why una they build another man's land, and so we take me to now. Why una not do like Hausa? Hausa will carry only mat, sleep for your state, hawk those cents, help everything, do orange business. Then you go day your house for more than 15-20 years. Before you say, Kai Walatala, you will wake up, you know, meet and don't reduce leg, they go back to Kano. If to see Igbo develop that kind of way, well, lie, Igbo for don't get their own stay. Therefore, don't date their own country. And no leader of Igbo, whether he's doing the right thing or wrong thing, when government for fit deal with, because they know say Igbo will come for them. But Igbo, try two things. One thing be not they happen to a person twice. Igbo. One thing be not they happen to a person twice. This thing keep on happening to you people. You people again and again. They will destroy your business. Now we'll build them again. Destroy your house. Now we'll build them again. I just hope and wish that the Nigerian government should include Igbo in this country. They are not included though. The law where they take they deal with Igbo is different from the law when they take they deal with other people. May God see una true. Amen. Let me quickly do justice. Wow, very easy. All right. However, I am solidly with the Igbos. I am solidly with them because the kind of treatment meted of them in this nation, I cry. And I no can know why Igbo no get one voice, make them take carry their business, go their states. We go look for una if una get one voice. If Igbo come up for Lagos, Lagos will be skeleton. We are not telling say come up for Nigeria first. If Igbo leave Lagos, Lagos will become a state of touts. It will become a dry land. If Igbo come up for Kano with their business, Kano will become elephant when he get HIV/AIDS. He will wave and he go fall. I wish the Igbos can have one voice. Nigeria will weep. I wish Igbo can pack their businesses, sell their houses, go back to where they say they belong. We will look for them to say, please come back, my people. Without that, they will be using your business and your property against you people. Just like when you hold person picking ransom. You the time say make you submit in gun. You go submit time like Terminator movie when we watch them. I wish you all the best. I can call you my Igbo brothers and sisters. Doesn't mean I'm an Igbo. As far as human being is concerned, we run. It's the same brother run through us. I feel your pains. I wish you can have one single voice and do otherwise. The otherwise would have better your lives and properties. Na Igbo be Nigeria. I not does everybody good. Even inside my family, maybe na me not even good inside. There must be bad eggs and more 3 or 2. But na Igbo be Nigeria. I wish Igbo will not realize that Nigeria cannot stand without them. It would be better. Na Igbo be Nigeria. If Igbo shift, they never come. They not fit come up for Nigeria. Make the first shift go their boundary. Nigeria will be like person when they run purge for 48 hours without food. Nigeria will shake, and Nigeria will look for now. The only way Nigeria can settle the differences with Igbo and include them and make Igbo go create their boundary. I rest my case.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. There is no way you are clamoring for one Nigeria and you want to keep one Nigeria. You want Nigeria to remain one, yet you are meting injustice against a particular race and a particular ethnic group. It's not possible. The Igbos have been marginalized, and I don't know what problem the Nigerian people have or the Nigerian government have against the Igbos. I know this is deeply entrenched, and the hatred is not just from today, because I don't understand why we have 3 major tribes in Nigeria and the Igbos are not qualified to attain any position. And in spite this, despite the fact that they are not qualified or they don't deem them fit to attain the most prestigious position in this country, the injustice going on against them is alarming. At this point, it's better they give them what they want so that they can leave this country, because of course the government is acting as though the Igbos are not part of Nigeria. You don't want them to talk about Biafra, and you don't want to be judged on them. You don't want to allow them, you don't want to give them a level playing field, and you don't want them to be part of everything that makes up this country one. And I want to tell you this: there is no Nigeria without the Igbos, because as soon as the Igbos goes, the other system or the remaining part or the remaining ethnic group will also want to divide, and there will be no Nigeria again. And of course, this is the reason why the government doesn't want to hear anything about Biafra. They don't want to hear anything like Biafra at all. However, they continue to make injustice against them. They continue to oppress them. They continue to do all sorts of things to marginalize them. If you want one Nigeria, why don't you allow peace to reign? Why don't you allow justice to be served on a very flat basis to everybody? Why is justice selective in this country? Why is it that when it comes to an Igbo man getting justice, the case is always different? This is somebody who is clamoring for justice for his people. He's speaking up for his people, and he wants their own country, because it seems as though the Igbo people are not regarded as part of Nigeria again, and that's the reason why they are clamoring for Biafra. Secession is not a crime in a sinner crime. If you're asking for self-determination, everybody has the right. You have the right to clamor for self-determination, because your people are being treated unfairly, and that's the reason why you are seeking for self-determination. So what crime is it for someone to seek for self-determination? It's not as if the person is bearing arms and going against people. Everything that happened in the southeastern part of the country, for me, is just a frame-up to find a way to nail this man. This man had done no wrong to the Nigerian government, but you keep on persecuting him, because of course, if this man is not coming from the southeastern part of the country, if Nnamdi Kanu was from either the western part of the country or the northern part of the country, he won't be facing this problem. He won't be facing this persecution. Not just sentencing him to life imprisonment, you had to even transfer him from Abuja to Sokoto prison. This is the highest form of injustice, and if Nigeria is not ready to make the Igbo part of it, it is high time they give them what they want. They give them Biafra, because I know this country is not even ready to even progress at all, and that's the reason why they are doing this party they are doing. Because if they are interested in progress and stopping all this whole noise and this whole division theories, they won't put out this judgment in this form or in this manner. Honestly, it's appalling, and it's not making any sense at all. Well, drop what you think in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.